get ready with me to tell you how my boyfriend found out I was lying about my age. Okay, before I start, I do not condone this. This is just something that happened to work out for me. And just some disclaimers. This relationship was based online. Like, obviously we're still together and like we see each other, but this was built online. Not to mention, I was 12 years old. That seems very young, like I'm aware of that. But like my entire life growing up, I had always been very physically and like mentally mature, at least compared to the people my age. So when I met Caden, he was 15. And honestly, my main thought process was, I don't know this kid. He lives in Canada. I'm never gonna see him. This isn't going anywhere, so it doesn't matter. Like, also, I thought he was really cute, and if I told him I was 12, I knew for a fact he would stop talking to me. So I kind of figured, like, what's the big deal? So during one of our little getting to know each other conversations, I told him I was 15 too. And based on how I looked and spoke, I knew he wouldn't question it. Like, when I was 12, people were mistaking me for 18, 21 sometimes. So I was like, I got this. So anyway, we started dating August 20th, 2014. Everything is going great, okay? We're texting all day, we're Skyping all the time. My birthday eventually comes around on November 6th. I wake up to this long, like, happy 16th birthday, I hope you have the best day, just this long, cute message. Meanwhile, it's been 3 months. Like, I forgot that he thought I was 15. So on my birthday, he thought I was turning 16. Now, the right thing to do in this situation is to come clean right then and there. Did I do that? No. My thinking was, it's my birthday. Like, if I tell him, he'll probably get really mad and I won't have a boyfriend anymore. And I'm just not getting broken up with on my birthday. That's just not happening. So I thought, no way am I ruining my day. I'll tell him in a few days, next week, something, but I'll tell him. So I went along with it. I was like, thank you. Oh my God. I go to school, everything's normal. So that night, we're on Skype. Then like, out of nowhere, he's like, hey, why did your mom post on your wall happy 13th birthday? First of all, why are you searching me on Facebook? But I play it cool. I'm like, oh, obviously it's a typo. Like, she didn't mean to put that. He was like, yeah, but like everyone is saying happy 13th birthday. I was like, yeah, well. So I was definitely busted and I was super scared that he was going to get mad because like I really liked him. All he ended up saying was like, you know, you do not look 13, which I knew. But I'm 21, he's turning 24 next month. It's been 8.5 years and we're very happy.
Every single year, for some forsaken reason, me and my brother end up with a criminal on his birthday. I really don't even know how to explain this other than to explain it and give you a story time. After on my brother's birthday, he called me. He's like, yo sis, what are you doing? Like, you wanna get lit? And I'm like, Mama's in jail. You wanna come help me bail her out? So he helped me bail her out. That was pretty cool. My mom had a great mugshot. Very proud of her for that. This year, he calls me and he says, hey sis, it's my birthday tomorrow. I'm like, what do you want? What do you want me to do for you, Shaquan? He tells me, hey, do you mind bringing me to get this girl and then bringing me home with her? Because, you know, I want something, you know, a little something for my birthday. I'm like, oh my God. Ultimately, I'm a great friend, so I was like, you know what? Sure, where is she at? Where do you want me to go get her? Where is she at? Sends me an address an hour away, and I'm like, Shaquan, no shot. Like, you will be compensated for your effort to making this a great birthday for me. I can't with him. I'm like, you know what? It's your birthday. This is your birthday present. I will waste my time at 8 o'clock at night to go get this girl and bring her home with you. Like, whatever. Get there, and the girl gets in the car, and she has bunny ears on, and I'm like, okay, purr. Like, she's a little cutesy, like, pootsy poo. She starts talking, and she's like super normal. I'm like, you know what? This girl is cool. Like, good job, Shaquan. I'm so proud of you. Like, this is awesome for you. No. Turns out that this girl was actually drunk, and she starts talking about how she has to go to Washington, D.C. in August. I'm like, oh, Washington, D.C., Lincoln Monument. Like, purr, I love a little Lincoln Monument. Her and him are sitting in the back seat, so I can't really hear everything that's going on because I'm not trying to hear everything that's going on. But I quickly become under the impression that she has to go there for some sort of sentencing, criminal sentencing, no biggie. I'm not one to judge. I'm thinking like it could be a million things, like who even cares, like whatever, everyone has their own story. I've had a warrant out for my arrest before. So then she starts telling me like a story about how she cursed out this one girl at McDonald's like crazy, like cursed her out, threatened to beat her up, all because they messed up her order. And immediately I'm like, you know what, this girl might be a little bit unstable. My biggest rule with Shaquan is do not get a girl pregnant, not right now, you are not ready. Like I always am harping at him to not get a girl pregnant. He's not ready. Ultimately, I kind of liked her. She was kind of cool, but I could tell that he was not vibing because she was just like a little bit unstable. I call him the next morning to get the rundown and I'm just like, hey, how'd it go? I could tell you weren't really feeling it. And he's like, yeah, about that. you know how she said she has sentencing in August? I'm like, yeah. He's like, yeah, so she may actually be going to jail because, you know, she shot both her baby daddies and shot up their house. I'm immediately like, you said what? She did what? Immediately, it all just made sense because the way she talked about the girl at McDonald's was just like, it really got to her. It really got to her. This is not the first time we've spent his birthday with someone who has felony charges. And I doubt it will be the last. So thank you, Shaquan, for always making my life so interesting. I love you to death.
One of the most embarrassing things I've ever done, definitely top 3, because I've done some embarrassing. I was in a T-Mobile. It was summer outside. I was wearing short shorts and a tank top. I'm trying to get a new phone. I'm talking to this guy. It was hot as hell in this T-Mobile. Their AC wasn't working, so they had the front door open. I am deathly afraid of any type of insect, especially bees. I'm standing there talking to this man when all of a sudden, a bee lands on the button of my shorts. I instantly panic. Get it off, get it off, get it off, please get it off, get it off. He's panicking. He's looking at me. He doesn't know what to do. So to try to get the bee off, I start like fanning the top of my shorts like this, screaming, get it off, please get it off, please get it off. I don't want it on me. He starts hitting me with this piece of paper, and the bee, trying to find coverage, trying to find shelter, goes in my pants. I am now in the deepest levels of hell. This is my worst nightmare. I start opening my pants and I'm like, get it out. This man doesn't want to assault me in a T-Mobile. He's not going to stick his hand in my pants. I'm like, get it out of my pants, get it out of my pants. He doesn't know what to do. I start unzipping my pants and like flailing my pants around. At the T-Mobile, the bee goes out the bottom of my shorts, like where my thigh is, and flies away. I am now standing there with unbuttoned and unzipped shorts, and this man is staring at me. I look up. Everybody in the T-Mobile is staring at me, and all I could think to say was, oh my god, that was so scary, right?
Am I wrong for removing my daughter's bedroom door because she won't stop slamming it? I, 40 female, have 3 kids. Maggie, 14 female, Levi, 12 male, and Charlie, 10 male. Levi and Charlie share a bedroom, and Maggie has her own room as the oldest and also only girl. Maggie is a great kid. She does her homework, helps with chores without too much complaint, doesn't bug her little brothers too much. The issue is that she will not stop slamming her bedroom door. When she gets up to use the bathroom at night, she slams her bedroom door on her way out and back in. When she gets up in the morning or goes to bed at night, she slams it. Pretty much anytime she enters or exits her room, the door gets slammed. And it's only her door, none of the other doors in the house. It shakes the walls and frequently wakes up everyone else in the house. Her brother's room shares a wall with hers, and our bedroom is directly above theirs. We've talked to her about it and asked her very politely to please be more mindful about it because it is disturbing the rest of us, but it's in one ear and out the other. We try being more forceful about it, saying that if she continues to slam her door, there will start to be consequences. Still, nothing changes. It all came to a head the other night when she got up to use the bathroom and all 4 of us were woken up by the slamming. I have to be awake at 5 a.m. for work, and I've had enough of the broken sleep and came downstairs and knocked on her door. She opened it and said, "What?" with such an attitude, and it took a lot of self-control to not start yelling. I told her as calmly as I could that if she slammed the door one more time, she was going to come home and find it gone. She proceeded to yell at me to leave her alone and then slammed it 5 times as hard as she could. Well, the next day, Friday, she went to school and my husband and I both had the day off, so we took the door off the frame and installed a curtain rod with nice heavy curtain over the door instead. She came home and freaked out. She said we were being emotionally abusive and taking away her right to privacy. She sulked all weekend and won't talk to us now. My mother said because I overreacted, but she doesn't have to deal with the house shaking. I want to add that we completely respect each other's privacy in our house, which is why we hung up a heavy curtain and made sure that we couldn't see through it or around it. We even put little Velcro pieces on the walls and curtain sides so it stays in place. She still has her physical privacy, which she is absolutely entitled to, but can't slam a piece of fabric. We also have never and still don't just go into her room unannounced and still knock on the wall to ask permission to enter. We've told her we'll happily put her door back on once she agrees to respect the no slamming rule.